Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Sound, hello. Morning, morning, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Yay, good. Right, start again. Quick stream, just to give you guys a quick update of what's going on. Morning Mike, morning Don, morning Alan, Paul, everyone. Alright guys, so console Delta is up there as you can see. BL Touch on it. Okay, the BL Touch works when I attach this. So I attach this to the nozzle when it's cold, and then that acts as a lever when this little bit here touches the BL plate. That activates the BL Touch, so it maps everything out really nice. So that's why I'm now using the Delta again. I've taken out the duet board, put a ramps and Arduino in. I've had to swap one of the motors as well because one of the motors wasn't really working correctly, so I changed that. That seems to be working fine now. So that's the Delta. The Delta also now has a screen on it. So, and obviously it's got the SD card in there, so I'm printing from the SD card. It's got Marlin 1.1.9. That was quite hard to try and get set up and calibrated, but that all works fine now, which is really cool. Zooming out. So here's my Ender 3. Let me see if I can get that. Let's see if I can just change the properties on this so we can see things now. Apply that. Is that going to work? Yeah, ish. Okay, let me change the focus on it. Bear with me guys. There we go. Awesome. Right, that's better. Okay, so here's my Ender 3. Done a few modifications to it. On the side, I've done this in gold PLA from gold silk PLA from 3D Prints. Got the tray, and obviously at the back, got some gold clips in there to hold the cable that goes to the BL Touch, to the screen. This hasn't been modded yet. The firmware hasn't been updated, so I haven't flashed it yet. I'll need to look into that and get that done sometime. But yeah, gold PLA. Gold PLA, all gold silk PLA all around it. Okay, so that's the Ender 3. They're the only mods I've done to it. I've also put some Capricorn tubing on it, and I've got a hardened nozzle on the end of that as well. So that's got one of the hardened Swiss nozzles on the end of it. That works quite well. Over to the Geeetech A10. What I've done on this one here is obviously fan cover, and that's about it. Everything else is stock. It's running sweet. I can't complain. It just prints and it works fine. I've had no issues with this since getting it up and running. No issues whatsoever. It just prints. Now the filament for it goes obviously through the extruder motor, goes up, and it's there. So it's on two of these rollers, which are these. They're on them, and obviously that goes round. Can you hear me still? Yes. Can you hear me? say something in chat, please? I'll carry on. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but I'll carry on. Anyway, Gold Silk PLA going down to the A10. The only modification I've done is basically just done that. So that is all I've done. Everything else is box standard and it just works. So very happy with the G-Tech A10. No issues. Thank you, Mike. No issues whatsoever going on there. This is actually printing a clock face for the little this one came out, but it didn't come out really well. I wanted it just a little bit more room in there for the LEDs to go in. And what this does is the one that Chris done from Chris's basement, he done a clock with a little Arduino board, Wi-Fi board. It works, it loads up, it does everything, but I'm just finishing off a little clock face for it now. That will get sorted out. That is now being printed here. That is now being printed. Okay, so here's the CR10S that I've got. A few modifications. I've put smoothers on here, TL smoothers. I've also put a PETS fang, well, a fang on there using the original blower and everything else. Round the corner. Let's turn this on. Okay, so I've got some LED lights on there. Got BL Touch. This is obviously the Anycubic Ultra Base that's on here. Reason being is because on the A10 it works and it's lovely. It's a brilliant sort of bed for any sort of thing, so that's good. Do we have to have the music? No, we don't. Let's just turn that music off for you, pal. How's that? Okay, so let's get that music gone. Okay, back again. CR10. So it's got the dual lead screws. I've changed I put Capricorn tubing on here as well. This has also got a hardened nozzle on the hot end. The firmware has been modded. It's now, I think it's 1.1.9 Marlin. It works fine. It's just that at the moment I don't really need it printing, but I would be printing something with it. All the wiring goes up. Obviously you can see where the BL Touch is installed here, and that goes round. The Raspberry Pi at the back, if you can see that, it's just there. I can't stretch the camera any further. On here I've put this little mod here. Okay, so it's just basically a switch, and that, if I want to do anything to the firmware now, all I do is plug in the computer into the actual USB port to the side, switch that then takes the power from the USB and the screen lights up, so printer's off. So it's just a little mod that I've done on the board, so if I want to update the firmware or do anything to it, it's easier to do. The rest of the makerspace, I'll go up. So actually I'll go down first. So I've got the ABS printer here, which is a DaVinci 1.0A. This has got Repetier firmware on there, and it just prints ABS, which I've just got here. My DaVinci 2.0, which is the original DaVinci Pro 1.0. That is a printer which I've modded very, very muchly. Got cam in there, got Raspberry Pi. I know it's a bit dark down there. Obviously screen for the Marlin firmware, so you can see what's going on. I've got boxes of spare parts if needed, and I had to get one of these. This is like an electric blower fan. Instead of buying those little cans of air spray, I've just got that. Got a couple of monitors. Optimus Prime is down there in the corner. He's a bit big to go anywhere at the moment. Going up. So I've got a few prints here that I've done. I've just kept out some of the good ones. Some more tools. Got a DuPont tool and the connectors are there. Some more tools, some more heat shrinks. I've done the same on the A10 as I have on the CR10X. So I've done the same over there, but that's just on a standard filament spool holder. And then that goes down in there, got the camera on there, that works fine. There we go. Yeah, that's going okay. So that's the printer setup. I'm going up now. So up here, I've got just the tools, bits and pieces. I've got my Bluetooth speaker here, which is in like a 3D printed Walkman case. I've got this one small Hypercube back there. It works. I've redone it. It works fine. It's just that I've got nowhere really to use it. And I've got the bigger Hypercube there, which I need to do. I think I just need to put the front screen back on it, and then it'll be working fine again. Got a few prints up here, which I brought from Sanex. I could put a link in the video later, but I've just printed those off and they painted them. They come out really well. Behind the door, I've got cables, various cables, USB cables, network cables, printer cables, power cables, everything that a maker needs. Going round by the door, I've got a Stormbreaker up here, a couple of masks which are to the side of me. Up here I've got a few other bits and pieces, a few other prints. Right, coming down this side, so this is on the side wall where I normally sit. So I've got a to-do list, which is like you can draw on it and wipe it off. So Hypercube upgrade, bed leveling, which I need to sort out. Computer does what I want, works fine, no issues there. Going up, got my 3D hand scanner, networking. In the window, I've got the gauntlet, the hammer, and a Dyson fan that I sort of put together, but I haven't really finished it off yet. Bender money box, a fan. Coming to the computer that I would be looking at. So there's my screen, keyboard, monitor, keyboard, monitor, charging stands for the phone and my watch. Coming across, I've got my PlayStation 4 there, and back to the printer. I'm just going to put that back to where it was, if I can remember how. There we go, that'll do. Right. And I'm back. So yeah, a very small room. I've done as much as I can in here. I am completely jam-packed. But I've done what I can. I think I've done pretty well with the space that I have. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm doing pretty well. Yeah. Any questions while I'm still here? I've done as much as I can in this small space. Obviously, I don't know when it might happen. I might move it to a bigger space. I don't know yet. I just need to see what I can do. But yeah, so Delta printer. I can't keep the stream going. What's going on, Raz? Not too sure what's happening there. The stream should be fine. Which printer is next to come? Yeah. At this moment in time, Dom, whether or not you counted them, I've got 8. I don't have, unless I can find some bargains. The Ender 3 was £100. It was a return. I'm not going to say no to that. The A10 was reduced to £40, reduced to £70, but because I've already had some money on my Amazon account, it reduced it further down to about £48 for an A10. I'm not going to complain for a 3D printer under 50 quid. What I would like to do next is the Delta printer, which you can see up here now. What I want to do with that is extend the build height. So I'm in talks with, yeah, the printers. I mean the A10, the A10. I mean, I didn't have to do anything to it. I just put it together. Got a decent profile, which is Filament Frenzy's profile for the A10. It just works. It works. It's just I was in the right place at the right time for that one. That's it. Right place, right time. The Ender 3, I got approached by a guy that I know. He said to me about it, and I was like, yes, please. So I weren't going to say no to that. Back to the Delta. So the Delta at the moment, it's got a fairly smallish, because it's a console mini, it's got a smallish build volume. Now the build volume of it is, I think it's 160 round, and it goes up to about 220 maximum. Now that's alright, it's good. I can print like vases all the time on that. But I've done a Benchy. I've done a pretty good Benchy on it. The Benchy came out fine, which I've had no issues with. It came out really well actually. The bottom of it is okay. I think that was before the BL Touch. And this one is with the BL Touch, so you can see the difference. So basically the bottom layers of that is fine. The back of it, I don't know if you can see, but this was done on 0.2, and you can actually read the hashtag 3D Benchy on the back of that. I've done obviously a tree frog, mostly for the underhangs, the overhangs I mean. I've mostly done that with that one. I started a vase, so I started one. I was going for maximum height and stuff. So I started a vase, and when I came to it in the morning, something happened here, and the rest of it was just spaghetti. I had a load of spaghetti which you might have seen in the bin. I've got spaghetti. Yeah, so not too sure what happened there. I wasn't about, I couldn't keep an eye on it, I just went to bed, just left it. It gives me a nice little plate, well, a nice little bit to pop some stuff in. It's alright, keeps things out of the way, it's fine. Also done this with it. This came out really well. This came out really well with it. The bottom layers, obviously, there was a bit of an issue here. That was without the BL Touch again, so that was just manually leveling. That came out okay. I was quite happy with that. A couple of other things. Hawk, I got your sticker, mate. Thank you very much. Very happy with. I've also got another one up here, which you can't see, but it is up on my wall. And he also sent me his Maker coin. So thank you very much for that, pal. It means a lot. I mean, I can now start putting other people's stuff up in my little space. Anyway, how are we doing on the chat? Try out a vase print on my D9. Well, when you get some time, Don, after printing your massive prints, give it a go. Just when you're doing a live stream next, just pop it on and just see what happens. See, that camera's flipping out now because I put it on auto. Let me take the autofocus off of that and focus it myself. There. So that's where I'm at the moment, guys. I've done quite a bit while I've been off. I've been just ramming out prints, mostly lithophanes, which I've been doing for other people. A very close friend of mine, I've done a picture of his mum who's recently passed away. So I've done that. I've also done some little calendar Christmas countdown clock things. I've done some of those. I've just been printing in bits and pieces. I haven't been over busy, but I should have been putting some content out at least. So this is my way of putting a little bit of content out, at least for you guys, so you can see what's going on. The gauntlet, I've put pictures on Facebook, and that's it at the moment. I will put one on Instagram and Twitter if I can. I've done the LEDs now in the glove. The glove is got LEDs, which I've got here. Right, these came out of the local pound shop uptown. Okay, so you've just got LEDs with a USB and even a charging port for a iPhone or a iPad, but it had 6 LED lights, and all I've done is just glued them in, and this goes to a charging dock which just stays on charging stuff, and it just lights up the gems of the gauntlet. So I've got a few more of these, so I might be doing some other bits and pieces, I don't know. Alright mate, watch it later if you can. I don't know why it's buffering, but one Raz, if you can, have a look at it later, pal. It will be up, I'll leave it up so you can watch it back again. Hopefully it'll be a lot cleaner and easier for you. But yeah, other than that, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get the message out saying I am still here, I am doing stuff, and this is what I've been doing, but mostly working on that, getting that working. That was one of my main projects that I was working on, and to get it to work the way it is and as it is, I'm happy. It's made it so much easier, so much better. So at the moment, the A10 is printing one of these. Okay, basically it's a clock holder for the LEDs that I have, which connects to this, which then tells the time, the day, the weather conditions, Bitcoin rate, news, anything you want it to say. Yeah. No, I don't want to do any Christmas decorations. Not in here. This is my space. Christmas decorations are downstairs. That's where it should be. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, this is it. Just wanted to get a word out just to say thanks for still being with me, supporting me, showing up to the streams and stuff. It does mean a lot to me. Yeah, a lot. And for people who do know what I am really, in the background, you'll know why it means so much to me. For you guys to be here, for me to talk and enjoy sort of this hobby with you lot, which is I'm really happy about. As you can see, I'm very excited about it. I'm trying to keep it going. What I would like to do in the future is, if I ever got a sponsor, I would go out to local schools, businesses and show them rapid prototyping. Whatever you want, design it, done. You know, send it off to someone else, and it might cost quite a bit of money, where you just get a 3D printer, you've got a basic 3D making program or designing program. You can get ones which are free. You've got Tinkercad, Blender, I think, I can't remember. You've got a few others, and they're free. So, you know, I'm sure you've got a lot better designers out there than myself who can design really good stuff. And with a 3D printer, you can actually see what you're getting. So that's what I'd like to do in the future, but I don't think that'll ever turn up. This is just going to be a great hobby of mine. Other than that, I think I'll call it a stream for now. I just wanted to get the message out there. I am still here. I am still doing stuff. Drop me a comment down below if you want to see something else, or if you want me to go into something a little bit more detail, such as the gauntlet, the hammer, some of the modifications I've done on printers. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see me work on next, or do next maybe. I mean, I've got a few other bits and pieces I want to try and work on myself, but if someone out there wants to give me a little side project, I'll give it a go. Yeah, but other than that, I'll call it it. Thanks again for liking, comment, share all my videos. I need to make a big hammer. I need to make that big hammer you have next to your door, the Stormbreaker. Yeah, you can definitely do that on the D9, because you're going to need a large printer, and I've even got it shaped so you can, I can even send you the files if needed. So all you have to do is just put it on the build plate and print, and then you could do your own. But the handle was out of wood filament, Don. Yeah, the filament was wood filament, and also up there was the wood filament side. Everything else just standard PLA. But it's up to you. You could do it the way, however way you want. But yeah, that's another big print, and it might be worth trying to get out before the next Avengers film, because I think that Stormbreaker is going to be a big part in that film, possibly. So it might look really cool as well. Other than that, if anyone else wants to comment down below. That's very nice. I'll read all the comments. I always reply back to all comments as well. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks again for letting me do this. If you want me to, like I said, do something else a little bit closer, work on what I've done on the Delta, what I've done on the printers, what little modifications I've done, let me know down below and I'll put a video out if I can. My work schedule is very erratic at the moment. It's I work 4 days on, 2 days off, and it's all over the place, so I can't make something a schedule. I can only do it when I can, and that's the bad side of things. So I can do all I can do is what I can do. But is anyone else having any buffering issues? I mean, I'm going to call it soon, but I'm just wondering, because obviously OneRAS had some buffing issues, but I'm getting okay back here, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it could have been just OneRAS's side. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to call it there, guys. Thanks again for showing up, supporting me. I will obviously join other streams and support you guys as well, like you do with me. It is very appreciative. Yeah. So, I'm in just a quick snippet. I'm in talks with someone, and they might want me to maybe look at something like a printer or something. I don't know. I'm just in talks. It's just a very sort of, I don't think it's going to happen, but it might. I'm just giving you guys a quick shout and just letting you know. I don't think it's going to happen, but you just don't know, do you? Anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks again for everyone showing up. I've had a few people jump in and out the stream, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, be yourselves. I think I'll call it there, guys. Thank you very much for showing up. Mike, Don, I'll be on your stream later on as well, guys, because I'm off today. I'll catch you on your stream. Alright, see you later. Bye.